Hey material girls, welcome back to my channel. It's T here. If you're interested in seeing how I got this wig laid and slayed, then definitely continue to watch. Alright, so this wig is actually from Lurmbfwig store wig. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but yeah. This is from Amazon. They're a new company, I believe. They sent me a 22-inch wig for $98. At this time, it was $89, but I definitely will continue to check it out. And they do have different lengths on their website. It did come with a clip and a wig cap. So alright, so this wig is like top tier. For the amount of money that I spent, it's really not that bad. I really like the way that the lace has really small knots. The hair is immaculate. Like for a body wave, it actually is really soft. I can comb through it. It's a whole vibe, honestly. And the knots are really small, so they bleach really well. The hairline was easy to pluck, and I just enjoyed dealing with this hair, honestly. It had a really good texture. It was moist. It did not smell like how these wigs be coming, like have a smell. It smelled like it had no smell. It just smelled like hair. So this wig does come with 3 to 4 combs. I always cut out the 3 combs that are on the top of the wig, but that's just me. I do use the B2W bleaching with the 30 developer, and then I use Shimmer light shampoo to kind of tone the bleach on the knots, and then I use regular like wig shampoo and conditioner I have laying around the house. So I leave the bleach on for about 20 minutes, and I make sure that the bleach doesn't like penetrate to the roots. But this time I kind of wasn't really watching it, so it did over bleach, but that's easy to fix with a mascara wand and some like root spray. So the foil is optional. You don't have to use the foil to bleach, but I would say to use the foil if you want to kind of speed up the develop lightening process. So what I'm doing now is I'm just pressing the bleach into the lace, which you're not supposed to really do. You're supposed to just like gently brush, but I just wasn't sure what I was doing. Honestly, I'm a beginner still, so I was just like brushing, and I noticed at the end I was brushing way too hard. But I'm just showing you how the hair looked once it was washed and everything, and how the hair washed. It was washed really beautifully. The texture was really good, and like I said, the knots bleached well. It just was a little bit over bleached because I feel like that's hard to avoid at first. Like I don't know how to not over bleach. I have to look that up. So I also use a conditioning cap for a blow dryer, and that helps me to just leave it on for an hour or so. I put it on my mannequin head and I walk away, and I come back and like check on it every 20 to 30 minutes, and within an hour or so the hair is dry. I love that. So the next step with the wig was to pluck the hairline, because you don't have to necessarily, but I feel like it just makes the wig look way more natural, and especially if you're going to be doing like updo styles and everything. So you need a new tweezer. You can get them from anywhere. These tweezers actually are from Shein. So I wet the hair first. You can use water or mousse, and you just want to move in motions that are just pulling hair but not staying in the same place, so you can create that illusion of a natural hairline. So if you want your hairline to look like yours, if you have like a widow's peak or anything like that, like you have to follow your hairline. So I parted out some baby hair, and then I just continued to pluck and move around and not try to stay in the same place, and then comb the hair out. And then I parted a little behind the hairline, and then I continued to pluck and move around, and I got a pretty good result. It's gonna take you some time to practice how to plucking, and then like also it takes like an hour or so, so even longer than that. So I really should have plucked a lot more than this. But like I said, I'm a beginner. I'm trying. We all learning here, so it came out pretty good though for my first time. I would say. I feel like it was really good, and the hair pulled out great. Like it did not. It wasn't hard to pluck. It was great. So I'm just showing you the parting space. It is a 13 by 4, so it only goes back 4 inches, and it's more of in like a U shape, kind of like. It's not like a regular 13 by 4 to me. This wig, it doesn't have a lot of parting space on the side. So if you want to do a side part, it's gonna kind of be in the middle, like right there. That's about as much parting space you can get before you start seeing tracks. So pretty good. So I started doing my ball cap method. I know there's controversy around using a even spray, the black spray right now. Everybody's like, if you're a beginner, don't use it. Da, 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 da. I personally, I like it. I think I'm getting used to how to use it. I blow dried that on cool, and then I did use a pantyhose that was like the same, almost the same color as my skin, and I just been spraying it even around, and then I cut off the top of it and made like a little knot at the top. And yeah, don't worry about my doodle braids. I don't know how to braid. I'm learning. I'm trying to really get into this wig joint because these hairstylists be wanting too much money for these wig installs, okay? So next thing I did was I cut the back of my ear tab, well, the back of the wig cap without just the back. I cut the back of my ear, and then I let my ear go through. I saw somebody do that on TikTok, and they got better results with their wig laying better. So I just was making sure that the wig cap was dry completely on cool, and then I used my She's Balm wax stick. At this point, this is like an essential step. Like I love this step with making sure that I hot comb and straighten the hair in the front, because you can just really see like the mistakes you made, or just in general, like really see how the hairline is looking, and it just helps the hair lay back better. And I just love the way that this hair looked once I was done doing the hot comb. Like this is my favorite part. I'm also learning that you have to like flick your wrists when you use the hot comb. Ooh, you saw that smoke? Yes. The hot comb has to kind of curve. It's really the back of the hot comb that needs to be pressed against the hair. It's not the actual teeth of the hair. So you see me at the end of this clip kind of like get the hang of it. And I was just enjoying it. Like the hair looks so good. You don't have to use a lot of wax. You use as much as you want, but I was just enjoying straightening this wig. Like, yes. So then it was time to cut off the lace. I would suggest using a really thin eyebrow razor that is like fresh and new and not dull instead of scissors, but you can use small scissors if you want to. I noticed that my cap was kind of like lifting up, and I made the mistake of going back and trying to spray more on, and then I was wiping off the excess with alcohol, like 95% alcohol, and I noticed that the wig cap started to slip back. So that was me cutting off the combs and everything, and then it was time to put the wig on my head. At this point, my mistake was I was supposed to put the foundation or some type of spray inside of the wig cap so it can be tinted, because this wig lace is really light on my skin. So I messed up with that. I should have put the foundation inside the wig cap too, or sprayed something like you can use. I know people that use the um what is it, foundation, and then like the spray that you use on your legs to like tan yourself. People been using that or whatever. So this that I'm putting on my forehead is actually the wig dealer. Um, they're like glueless lace glue, and it says to do it on cool. So it's not glue, it's more like a got to be. And then I'm just cutting off the edges of my ears. And then I'm gonna let this lay down with my hair ties and just be real tight on my head for a second. So I tied that down. I let that stay on for like maybe 20 minutes while I was styling the hair. Excuse me. While I was styling the hair and everything, I did put in the Giovanni frizz ease. You can use any freeze heat protectant to put in the hair. And then I also used my wig out brush, my Demon kind of brush, and just brush the hair out. And the hair was still giving body yaddy yaddy. It was still very soft. I was enjoying how the hair was acting. It was not tingling. It was shedding a little bit, but I know it was shedding because I was excuse my voice. I was plucking the hair. So there was hair come out from when I plucked. But other than that, the hair was giving. Okay, it was giving. I actually like the texture of it. I could leave it wet and just put some conditioner or some type of hair leave-in for it to go well. So now I'm just using my curling wand and just holding it for about like maybe like 5 seconds. I count to five and then I just bump into my music, trying to get through it. Please do not mind my wig. My curling wand has been through it, okay? The curling wand been through it. So I just did the whole head like this and just continue to curl. I curl forward and backward on both sides. If you want the curls to stay, then you should be using a hairspray. But I wanted the curls to fall naturally. At this point I was getting tired, sis. I was like, look, this need to come on with the come on. I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm tired. But I finally got through all of that styling, and then it was time to cut off the lace. I kind of put the lace too far forward, so there was still some lace that was lifted up, and I was just cutting in a jagged motion with the scissors. And if you want to, you can use, like I said, a sharp razor, or you can even use. I see people using the craft scissors that's shaped in like the curve. That's smart too. And this is what I was saying. Like the lace is mad light. I should have used my foundation to lay it to put inside the lace before I put it on my head, but I didn't notice until the end. So this is me putting the tinted mousse on the actual lace, and it made it a little bit better, but I really should have used foundation. So this part is where it got kind of crazy. This is where I felt like a beginner because the lace started looking okay. It started melting a little bit, and or not melting, but not looking as white. And I messed up. Like it started to lift the lace up because the material that's in that like glueless lace thing that I was using was not. That was mousse I just put on. Was not letting the lace stay on. I was like, oh my god. So I had to go back with the Eben and spray more Eben down. So yeah. So what I learned from this install, being sort of my first install, is making sure that the lace is tinted to my skin color before I do try to adhere it to my head, and also to make sure that I put the glue up really far on, like put it at like an inch or so before my hairline, so that I don't have this problem where the lace is not sticking down. And I didn't want to use glue necessarily because I wanted to try to be able to correct my mistakes, because once you put glue down, glue is up and stuck. Like there's no way to get that glue off. So now I'm just trying to figure out where I'm gonna put my baby hairs and everything. I like my baby hairs kind of like big and dramatic, but I was like, let me just try like something simple real quick. So this is me trying to fix the baby hairs, still put like foundation on the lace and everything, and it looked good in person. I know it looks on camera like real ashy, but it does not look like this in person. And I was just trying to put more wax stick and really lay the hair down and everything. And I had a good time really making sure that this hair adhered. and I didn't have a problem working with the hair itself. I feel like it's just my experience with lace. So yeah, I almost forgot to cut off the lace in the back. Do not forget to cut off the lace in the back, okay, ladies? Because you could end up walking outside like, oh snap, lace is like scratching me in the back of my head. And that track that's showing on the top of my head, I did fix. And then this is some medium brown black root spray that I put just to cover up that part that was like really wide part in the CC. Okay. If you do over bleach your knots, just take a mascara and just kind of go through and then put concealer back where it is, and it's gonna look perfect. And then if your concealer looks kind of ashy, just put more mousse over it and brush it in and just kind of, fix it with your fingers, and it's gonna look good. So yeah, that little piece was still kind of giving me problems, but that mousse that I'm using was um, melting it in. So I put more foundation, more makeup powder and everything, and then I put my band back on. And sis, once I took that band off, it was laid. It was looking really good. And a tip is if you use the blow dryer on like medium cool, like warm, I use two of them joints. If you use it on medium cool and then put it, it's gonna be a vibe. And yeah, I just went back through with the curling wand and I really enjoyed this install. I would definitely be buying more hair from this company, especially because this hair is really affordable. It came within like 2, 3 days. I didn't have any problem with shipping or anything like that. Like I said, the knots bleached really well. Their hairline was able to be adjusted to my liking. You see that, sis? That shit melted. Okay. And I really like this install. I really like this company. They were very easy to work with, and I suggest you buy this hair. If you're a beginner, this is a really good length to start with. And the lace was just like laid and slayed, and the hair was very voluptuous. And if you enjoy these tutorials, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Follow me on TikTok, YouTube, here on YouTube and Instagram. And I'll see you in my next video. Okay. And if you want to see any other things that I purchased or use, you can check the link in the description box and check Amazon as well. That's where you can purchase this from. Okay, bye. I hope you have a good day. Later.